Hey everybody, welcome back to the Krita tutorial. Today we're going to go over a very simple tool for the assistant tool series, which is the perspective ellipse, which there's a lot to it, but there's only so much you can actually use as an assistant tool. So we're going to go ahead and activate that by activating the assistant tool option, going to tool options here in the Dockers, and making sure perspective ellipse is selected. So I'm just going to go ahead and make the 4 points, and by the 4th point you can see I have this ellipse here. And there are lines in the middle. So these 4 lines represent a minor axis and a major axis, to my understanding of a proper perspective ellipse. So I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a perspective like this. So you can see how that looks. So I believe the major is the solid and the minor is the dotted. I might have that reversed, apologies if I do. Looking at my notes and that should be correct, but if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. And we're gonna go to the brush again, snap to assistance, and just make our sphere. And that's really all we can do. So the only thing about this tool is you cannot go and draw it within the actual cylinder, which does kind of suck because if you need the reference points here, you can't really add them in. You'd have to turn the snap to assistance off and draw them in yourself. And you can't do anything outside it either, so you can't make a continuation of that sphere shape. And if you want to, you can go ahead and, let's see, make another sphere that's a little bigger. And I can go ahead and make sure that's on. I can make my second sphere. If I turn the visibility of these 2 off, I can go and connect them, either just sketching it together. All right, this is pretty sloppy, sorry. I can actually use the point here. There we go. So I have a cylinder. It is not perfect, it's not proportionate, and that's like the only downside. I can't copy and paste the assistant tool and make sure it's like the same. But at least I have an idea of how to make my cylindrical shape, right? And I can always go back and edit my assistant tool to make it a little better. And that's how you really use the perspective ellipse. It's really good for just referencing rounded shapes. If you really wanted to, let me actually delete these and I'll show you. If you are struggling with anatomy, like for example, maybe you don't like arms or something, you're just really struggling with that. Let's say this is the elbow. We need the wrist to be bigger because it's perspective. This is really sloppy, but I think you get the idea where I'm going with this. And maybe it's holding on to something sitting down or whatever. But you can kind of see how that might help perspective-wise. I think a lot of people, that's where they struggle with anatomy is you have your spheres, right? You have your arm, and then you have maybe the arms going this way. It can be kind of hard to line up things when they're in perspective. And this might help a little bit. Alright, so thank you for watching this video. That's it for the perspective ellipse. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I will do my best to answer them. I know it was a very simple tool, short video, but hey, short and sweet is not bad. Alright, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next assistant tool series, and I will see you in the next video.